At a young age, my parents realized that I had no potential in any sports, career, or anything along that matter, which eliminated me from about 85% hobbies that a kid my age was supposed to have. Now see, I had asthma, and I'm pretty sure I still do it at this time. When I would run around the playground or Krabby Land, I would start having trouble breathing and start hyperventilating. People with a nicotine problem could have breathed better than me at this time. Fortunately, skateboarding was the only thing that I did. My parents did not see this as a real professional kid's hobby, since all my local parks were filled with meth heads and drunks. Because of that, my parents wanted me to choose a much safer hobby, and they did choose a hobby for me. My parents heard about the children's choir from all the other parents talking so good about their kids for singing in the children's church choir, and whilst they were hearing about my parents, were talking about my hobbies, they were thinking about my hobbies, just including hanging out with meth heads and chugging mouthwash with them. So my parents decided to sign me up so that way I could bring some ounce of pride to our family name. Fast forward to a couple weeks later, I'm now singing and acting a very special character for the up-and-coming Christmas play, after nailing the audition and getting the role of the Sheep Number 2. Sheep Number 2 in this Christmas play was very special and an extremely fundamental character in this Christmas play. My role consisted of sitting next to a stack of hay and singing, which is important. Without my role, it would have led to a false acquisition of a shepherd not being real. I mean, a shepherd without sheep is like a mouse without cheese. It just doesn't work. But unfortunately, I think the Hollywood pressure started to get to me, and I let all that pressure build up, and I let my ego get the best of me. Not only did I lose my role, but I got kicked out of the choir. It was an awfully demanding role. They needed too much out of me, and they made rehearse weekends, which was already too demanding during the practice of the big Christmas play. During the practice for the big Christmas play, we all had to sing and stand still for hours on end. We also didn't even get a lunch break for our time spent in this situation of the church choir. Devastated and hungry as my parents put me in this situation, I grew bitter and bitter as Garfield is on a Monday. Dealing with this week on a week-to-day basis only turned me into a baby Hollywood actor. 1 week before the big show, we were rehearsing in the back rooms on a Sunday night during the church service. Tired as usual, but I was excited to know that we were almost done with the rehearsal. Dreams are shattered and earths crumbled when these devastating words came from the choir's instructor's lips.
Good job on the kids' rehearsal. Let's do it one more time.
Shocked from hearing this, I didn't want to rehearse all that again. I mean, I was already professional in this choreography. It's not like I needed anything else to rehearse. But while processing the information, my legs became wobblier as jello, and I fell back in the top row of the choir in a fit of frustration. Also, in my fit of rage, I was groaning because I would see Rigby from Regular Show groan when he didn't want to do something. But I guess mimicking a character inside the back rooms of the church choir room was not the smartest idea. Because the teacher had enough of me, so she grabbed my ear and she skidded me down the hallway and made me go with my parents. And she then told me to go sit with my parents. And then she told me my parents I was no longer welcome in the choir's performing night. Nobody would have seen this coming, so yeah. My parents were mad at me and my musical talent's still on the rise. But at least I didn't have to... I'm not sure. And, yeah.